Let's continue with this sweep command. So we have already completed explicit and we have completed line. Explicit, or we can say a custom profile, and line, because the sweep will create a line profile. And now we will start with third one, which is circle profile. So this one is easy. We just need 3 lines and it will create a circle. So let's create a point. Say I create a point here and then I create a line in this direction. Okay, we can create another point and we create a line and one more line. Let's start this line from absolute. Okay, we just need 3 lines and then we can use the sweep command saying 3 guides. So 1, 2 and 3. So this is our circular profile, the first command. And let's see if we give a slight angle to one, what will happen? I'll say angle normal to curve, point, and support. We will try with a slight deviation only, say 5 degrees. We'll hide this one. Let's see if the sweep command still works. Yes. So yeah, we can control the profile of sweep uh, using some variation in the curve. You can see there is a very slight variation because we gave some angle to this line. Okay, next let's see what we have. Next in circle sweep, we have 2 guides and radius. So let's say these are the 2 guides. Guide 1, guide 2. Let's give some radius, say 100. Oh, okay, so these are the possible surfaces. 100 is too much. Let's say 50. Okay, so there is one tip here, like if the radius is less than the distance between these 2 curves, then it will throw an error. Say we give 1 millimeter, it will say that there is no solution because the minimum radius in this case it should be the distance between these 2 curves, and that is 34.5. So even if we give 35, it will create these circles, but at 34 it is still creating, say okay, it is supposed to be the diameter, so we'll say 17, then it is going to throw an error. And the moment we give 17.5, yeah, we have these curvatures. So let's go with 35 preview, and we have 6 possible solutions. So we can just click next and click preview. So this is one solution, this is another solution. Then we have this one as one solution, this one another solution, and one complete circle, and this is another complete circle. So these are the 6 possible solutions. Okay, let's cancel it. Next we have is center and uh, 2 angles. Let's see what is that. Okay, it is saying 2 angles and a center. So center curve, let's say we choose this as a center curve and we provide a reference curve. So I think this reference curve will become the radius. Okay, and we provide some angle. Yes. So this reference curve, it has become the uh, radius of this circle, and we can play with these two angles, and this will create a circular profile. Now let's experiment. Suppose if we have a wavy profile, what will happen? So let's create a sketch. We create a wavy center, and we create this, and we sorry, uh, pad it, and we have this curve. Okay, so we will just try with these two curves if with the wavy profile it will work or not. So say this is a wavy profile and this is the reference curve, and we provide two angles. Click preview. Yes, it works. So this is also a kind of profile that works fine. And we understand one more thing, that it is taking this as the angle at the edge, uh, normal to this curve. And let's see what happens when we increase these angles. It is creating a beautiful profile. Okay, here it is starting to degrade it, but yeah, this is how this command can work. What if we try the other way around? Let's say this is this center curve and this is the reference curve, and we give some angles. This looks more beautiful and looks like yes, it can complete the whole profile. I say 360. It is like a revolve. Okay, so we understood how this command works. Next, we will go to center and radius. Cancel this. We go to center and radius. So like it is like simple. This is the center curve, and we give radius say 20. We click preview. So we have this. We can, I guess, try on a curved profile also. Yes, it works. So this is center and radius. Next we have is two guides and a tangent surface. Okay, let's see what we need. Two guides and a tangent surface. So let's create a cylindrical profile. We hide these curves. We are not going to use them. Okay, let's create a cylindrical profile. Okay, we put a point on this plane somewhere, and we create a cylinder point direction, reverse direction, something like this. Okay. Okay, so the command says limit curve with tangency and tangent surface and a limit curve. Okay, let's increase the radius of this little more, 50, and we will say we reflect curve on this surface from Z direction, 45 degrees, 30, no, 60. Tangent, we will just keep one. Mm, let's say we keep this one. We click OK. So this is what we have now. Let's say, so it is saying limit curve with tangency. Let's say it is this one. Then surface, this one. And we have a limiting curve, say this one. We click preview. Okay, so these are the possible solutions. These are the two surfaces, either this one or this one. Ignore the errors and click OK. Okay, so this is the solution for this command, two guides and tangent surface. So next we have is one guide and tangent surface. So we need a guide curve and we just need a surface. So let's see how it works. We hide this and we don't need this. Let's try this as the guide curve and we choose this as our tangent surface. Radius, we need to provide radius, so let's say 50. 50 seems not enough. Let me just measure how much is this. Center to this curve, it is around 163, so we need little more. Don't need this, we don't need that. Guide curve is this. We are trying with the curve. Later we are going to try with the straight line if the curve doesn't work. We choose this and we provide say 100. Okay, so this is our surface. This is what we are getting with a with a curved profile. And let's try with a straight single profile. So this is guide curve and this is our tangent surface. 100 millimeters, we click preview. Okay, these are the four possible solutions that we are looking at. So this is one over the top. Next is this one from the bottom. After that we have a surface like this and one more, a surface like this. So these are the four possible solutions for this particular command, one guide and tangent surface. Let's try the next one, which is limit curve and tangent surface. So here we need a limit curve and the surface should be uh, tangent to that curve. Mm, okay, let's try it out. So it is slightly protruding outwards, so I'll try to create a intersection between these two. Okay, and okay, we'll consider the complete curve. We choose the curve and we choose the surface, and let's try with 10 degrees. Okay, so this is what we are getting. We have two possible solutions. One is that one and the other one is this one. Okay, what if we provide -10? Okay, now we can create surface in this direction and we can increase, instead of increasing this, let's say uh, we increase this. Okay, so these are the two possible solutions that we are getting with this command. Either we can create this or we can have this. Okay, so this is how this last command works. Let's see, what do we have in the last tab? So last tab is conic. So we have completed all the commands in circle, and now we will go to conic. In conic, we have four options. First one is two guide curves, and it is saying that we might need to provide tangency. So let's create something. Uh, we choose a sketch, we select it, we click OK, and let's create our first curved profile. Say this, we exit it, and we pad it. Okay, and let's move it little away. It is too close to exit. And what will we try doing after this? I'll move it here. Okay, and we will simply mirror this along XZ. So it will. Okay, so we have two tangent surfaces. I'm going to hide it. And now I need a curve on these two surfaces. Say I reflect curve on this in this direction. Give preview. Say at 90 degrees. Nope, say 0 degrees. Okay, we have this curve. Now we will put similar curve on this one. Direction is Z, 0 degrees. Okay. And now let's try using that command. Two guide curves. First one, we give tangency with this one. Next one, and a tangency with this one. And let's see if we get something. Okay. It says it is collinear, so let's try giving some angle. Say 10 degrees. Oh, okay. So we are getting a surface like this. Let's see what happens when we increase it. Say 45. Here also we give 45. Okay, now it has created a surface like this, but I don't understand the tangency part because here it doesn't look tangent. Oh, okay, okay, understood. This is angle to the tangency. This is the angle to the tangency. That is what is happening. Okay. Now let's say we want to create it on 0 and it is not working. That's fine. But what we can do is we can slightly change this. Say we take it on 25. Okay, it is slightly upward now. And we just need some slight deviations. And now if we try this command with the tangency, we keep it 0. We want to keep the surface to be tangent with the surface. And the other curve and the tangency. And let's have some deviations. We click preview. Okay, so we are getting our, you know. So earlier, what was happening? We did a reflect curve. I'll just explain a little what happened actually earlier. Okay, so when we do a reflect curve with 0 degrees, so it is exactly okay. This is so we did a reflect curve in this direction and it is 0 degree. That means when you have a tangent to this curve here, and if you try to pull a surface tangentially, it will go straight. And here also, uh, the surface will go straight. So that is a problem. If the surface is going straight, it is obvious that we won't be able to, unite these two surfaces at any point Okay, so that is the reason why we need slight angle. We can give 10 degrees here, and we can give 10 degrees here, and now it will create a smooth profile. Okay, and if we further reduce the angle, say we make it 30, it will further bring it up. Okay, this is how this command is working. And if you want some angle with the tangency, because right now this surface is tangent to this surface, and we can trim away this one, but if we don't want the tangency and we need some angle from this surface onto this one, so we can provide angle here. Say we provide 30 degrees and 30 degrees, so it will come like this. Now it has a tangent, uh, it has a angle from the tangency. It is not tangent anymore with this surface. Okay. Okay, so we are done with the two guides. Next we have is three guide curves. Okay, let's see what are the requirements for the next one. Three guide curves, it says last guide curve. There is optional if you want to provide tangency to it. And a simple guide curve. So what we can do is we can just project some element on this curve. Let's say not project, let's say I intersect this plane with this one. Click OK. And I'm going to move it slightly here and there so that it becomes a little difficult. So I move it here, click OK. I hide this. Now, let's try using this command. So first one, it says guide curve. This is a tangency. Now this is second guide curve, and now we need the last guide curve. We may or may not, I am not sure about this one. Let's see if we can. No, it is the option is not highlighted, so we do need to provide a tangency. So we provide a tangency here, and now we can click OK, and yes, it has created a surface through this curve. Uh, well, actually, if we can offset this surface, then we might see, because this result is exactly what we were looking at earlier with the other command. So let's say we offset this surface slightly, say by 10 millimeters. 10 millimeters is very less. I'll make it 50. A little more. Okay, so we have this surface. So instead of this surface, we will put this curve on this one. So how we do that? We just simply project it on this with curvature. We click OK. We hide this. We don't need it. We don't need this. We don't need this. And let's try if the command works. First guide curve, this one, and this surface. Next guide curve. After that, we choose another guide curve and the tangency. Click preview. Okay, yeah. Now there is some variation, and because this curve is here, so this is what this profile looks like. Okay, and these angle values work the same way how they were working earlier. If I provide a 20 degrees angle, so there will be angle starting with this, the tangency will be gone with this surface, and there will be angle between the tangency and this surface. Okay, so after this we have next command, which is four guide curves. Let's explore that one. So four guide curves. So here you can see in the template, it just simply needs four curves. So we will use 1, 2, 3, and 4. Mm, yep, yep. Can we use it? Or it could be very steep. So still, we try if we can use these three curves. We'll just experiment. I'll extract few more curves. Mm, and one more. And we don't need this surface. Okay. So let's try this command for guide curves. So first one is this, and we need a tangency. After that, we need guide curve 2, guide curve 3, and the last guide curve, which is this one. And let's see if we will be able to create a surface. The point are not on the same plane side defined by the tangent or are not in a triangle definition. So these three lines, they are like almost straight. That is the reason we are not able to create a surface. So we cannot use this because it will, or we can still try. Let's see if we will be able to create a surface like this. Yes, we can create. So this is how this works. And suppose if we create some curve here, say I create a point between, so this is one output, and now I create a point between this point and this one in the middle, and I make a line. Okay, and let's try, instead of this, we can right click, replace, and select this one, click OK. Okay, so this also works. But it is not going to work when we choose this one because this curvature is lost. Okay, so this is 4 guide curves. Next is 5 guide curves. So in this one, there is no tangency. It is just simply 5 guide curves and it will create a surface along it. Okay, so let's see if we can use the same. There is no tangency required, so there is no need of surface. But what we can do is we can use the edge of this surface. Okay, and let's try using our last sweep command. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, this is good. It has created. Uh, okay, so this completes our all the sweep commands. So remember, we have these 4 buttons. So first button, what it will do is, for the first one, we need to have our own custom profile, and then there are profiles, guides, and directions. So in profile, we put our custom profile, and then using guide, curves, and directions, we create our sweep surface. The second one is like, we use these options and it will create a line surface, like a flat surface for us. That is why it is called line. Uh, in the third one, it will create circular surface, and mostly in every case we need some tangency or we need some center to that surface. And in the third one, which is conic, in this we need, in this we can have a circular or curvy profile. Okay, so with this we complete our sweep profiles.